Hello, hello, hello. Better move it out of sight. And welcome to episode 117, sounds about right, of Prog Review. Now, I thought, as this week, which is, I don't know, September, early September 2012, in case you're watching this historically, there's a new album coming out from Marillion called Sounds That Can't Be Made. So what I thought I'd do is I'd do like a week of Marillion reviews for you, or at least a number of Marillion reviews. Do a theme, because I've got the album on pre-order, so I'll be looking at that. But I thought what I'd also do is have a look at some of their old stuff as well. In the past, I've already covered Script for a Jester's Tear and Clutching at Straws. Oh, my brain's a bit slow tonight. So what I thought I'd do is have a look back in time and talk about, just in case you... Oh, look, Curly Straw. My daughters. I'd talk about Marillion's Marbles. Or this is the Marbles Deluxe Edition from 2004. So before I begin blabbering on about it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass you over to my good friend Darren, who's going to be looking at the box set and talking about it, because this is the special pre-order one where the fans paid in and got their names in it and all that. So anyway, I'll hand you over to Darren and he'll do the rest. Take it away, Darren.
And thank you for the introduction, Darren. And here we see the Marbles Campaign Edition. It's a 2 CD release and comes in this lovely box. You've got this very sturdy slipcase, which is in kind of, I don't know, embossed. Not really embossed. It's a, I don't know what it is. It's kind of a shiny. Oh dear. You see, back in the day, there were supposed to be two little rubber bung things that held the disc into place just there. You see that? And they've been torn off because I think maybe my son has been at this, and he's gradually working through my CD collection and doing his best to destroy them and completely reduce any value that they had. Anyway, as you can see, it's a very high quality production. Lots of shiny paper. The graphic artwork is all very, very, very good. And I think he's oh dear, I think he reused that picture from Marillion.com. And this was designed by Carl Glover, who's worked with the band for many years, and it all got the first page of all the contributors who paid their money up front, because this is what Marillion do. Is they sometimes do campaign releases where punters can pay in advance before the album's even been made, and they get their name featured. Oh, that's a really big marble. As you can see, there's lots of marbles in this. They do love to overuse the imagery, but I'll forgive them. Actually, I quite actually like the pictures in this. It's a really, like that, for example, a very colourful piece of work. I really do like Carl Glover's work on this, and it's just, it works well with the some of the imageries are a little bit literal, like the palm tree for a fantastic place, but I enjoyed that. The lyrics on the road signs, that's all rather good fun. It's all clever stuff. The only problem is because it's a deluxe edition, I always get weary of handling it because I get any grubby fingers. And oh look, loads of balls there, green balls. That's another huge marble. God, it must have took them ages to roll that into place. And it's a really good... Oh, another page of contributors. Oh, loads of them. But this whole pre-ordering campaign, it's something that Marillion pioneered back in the day with... what was it, Anarachnophobia? I did have the special release of that, but I sold it when I had my big clear out in 2007. Kind of wish I never got rid of it now, but hey, you do these things, don't you, because you think you're doing the right thing. But anyway, I digress. Look, big marble's gone into a crater. Look, that's what killed the dinosaurs. But yeah, I do like the artwork and the imagery in this. Yeah, see, oh, people disappearing. Ooh. And, yeah, as you can see, all very good. Poppies, allusions to drugs. And, yeah, I think Carl Glover also worked on the Grace for Drowning Stephen Wilson thing recently as well. So, he's a wanted man. Right, so I don't know if you can see that there. Look, there I am, I'm there I am, look. So there you go. Just to prove that I did a pre-order and didn't buy this off of eBay. There we go, let's get through this. And you've got all the lyrics as well, so you can sing along if you so wish. Or if you want to analyse the lyrics, if you want to obsess upon them. But yeah, lots and lots of work. I mean, again, that's what I love about this, is there is so much work and so many ideas, put down. Okay, I don't like that so much. Reminds me of Airside and Lemon Jelly, but he's covered a lot of ground, and there's some really nice photography. And frozen balls in the snow. There you go, frosty morning. And there it is again. I've got a feeling he might superimpose those larger marbles into place. I don't think that they're real. I don't know what you guys think. But yeah, so we're getting through. We're nearly getting to the end. Nearly there, and that's for Neverland. Look, taking its riff from Peter Pan, of course. It's all rather good stuff. And then there's the band doing their thing too. So now we're at the end. We're at the very end, and as you can see, there's the last CD, and that's missing its centre tab too. The little swine. I'm going to get him, and I'll hand you back to Mr. Locke, who should really tie himself up. He's looking a bit like a tramp these days. I mean, he should have a shave, shouldn't he? So there you go. Let's hand you back to Darren.
And thank you, Darren, for that. Yes, you're right. I do need a shave. I do need to, make a bit more of an effort. But what are you going to do about it? Just can't get the staff these days. So anyway, yeah, Marillion's Marbles, 2004. It came out roughly the April, May time. And like I said, pre-ordered it, got my name in it, as you do, and was very impressed with what I got, because it was a double CD. There was to explain, the pre-order version came in with 2 CDs with more songs, but there was also a single CD, like the official version of the album, which all the grubby oiks went and bought. But yeah, all us clever people, all us true fans, got the double doodad version. So that's the one I'm going to talk about, because you can make the single CD version if you resequence the tracks, but I've never done it. I've just listened to the double CD version because it's good. Okay, there are a couple of tracks on it that I might skip from time to time, but we'll go through it. It starts off with the 13-minute epic Invisible Man, which deals about isolation, estrangement, being disconnected from society, being just ignored even. We don our suit and tie and disappear into the grey rush of the commuter world. And yeah, I mean, it's very evocative. Marillion are very good at doing these things, almost like by numbers. I don't know how they do it, but I don't mean to be rude of them, but they manage to pluck out certain emotive musical strands and lyrics and tie them all together and produce epics such as this with very little effort, and it's really f***ing annoying, I think. I'll quack that out. And then we go into Marbles. Now, it's not a concept album per se, but you do get these tiny little Marbles songs, intertwining their way through the album. Now, for those of you not from the UK or not who don't have a grasp of the English language or are just not familiar with the term marbles, if somebody's lost their marbles in the UK, it means that they've, gone crazy. But they work on a number of different levels. It can also be an allusion to the childhood, because we play marbles. In the school, did you not play? I did. I played marbles. I had one marble, which was solid green, blown glass. It was beautiful, and I used to call it the Incredible Hulk's bogey. Yeah, I was like this even as a kid, and we used to play on the drain covers of the school, and you'd win. And but yeah, I mean, so they use the imagery of marbles throughout the album. There's 4 tiny little songs, and they're quite fun. And that's it, really. And it deals with someone who feels change, who talks about the past. There's a longing for the old days, longing for getting themselves back together again. Those are the themes representing these 4 songs. And then Genie. Now, I kind of like the song, but the imagery's wrong, because he says, "I've let the genie out of the box." And it's not right. It's genie out of the bottle, son. Not the box. Don't let a genie out of a box. You let a genie out of a bottle, or a lamp even. So that kind of annoys me, but it's all right. A lot of repetition. Then we move into Fantastic Place, and again, the lyrics of this album I do find a little uncomfortable, especially with what happened to Mr. Hogarth. Not that I'm saying that these were a portent of things to come, and his marriage breaking down, him going off and finding a younger partner, as these middle-aged men often do. Often threaten the missus that I will trade her in for a younger model, but she just laughs at me and points at my stomach and my pate, and that usually shuts me up. And then she does that, and then I start crying, and then the kids wonder what's going on, and then I'm usually too upset to talk by then. But I digress. A Fantastic Place. It's about somebody finding someone else. It's about someone yearning for something else, a different life, wanting to pick up a different life. And then this leads into The Only Unforgivable Thing, which is a kind of mysterious song, and there's been a lot of discussion about what it's about. It's one of those songs that's about everything, and it's also about nothing at the same time. What is the only unforgivable thing? Now, that all depends on who you are and what you've done. It could be that you've burnt the toast. It could be that you've forgotten to take the dog for a walk. It could be something worse than that. I don't know. I find it a little bit disturbing, but that's why I like Marillion, because they can pluck the strings. And again, the depth of the songwriting on this is unfortunately hasn't been matched on the latter 2 albums, Somewhere Else and On the Road, or whatever it's called. Happiness is a Panatella called Hamlet. Is that the one? Oh no, Happiness is the Road. Happiness on the Road. I don't know. It's too late. I should do these things earlier, but I fell asleep on the sofa, and then I woke up feeling grumpy. And I thought I'd better do this, because I'd prepped everything, got my camera ready and prepped. And I just nodded off. Oh, you know what it's like. Oh. Where was we? Marbles 2, another little song about Marbles. And then we have another epic, Ocean Cloud. Now, I remember hearing this at the Marillion Convention 2003. I was lucky to go. The missus was covering it, because she was a proper journalist once, and she was doing something about... They were the first band to do like a DVD in 24 hours. You went to the show at Minehead at the convention thing, and they were going to video the concert and then put it on DVD just like that. And she was there with her journo hat on, covering the story. So we got a couple of wristbands. Didn't stay at Butlins, but we stayed at a B&B, and we saw all the gigs and that. And I remember seeing Ocean Cloud. I think it was at that gig, and I wasn't particularly impressed with it then, and I'm still not impressed with it now. I know a lot of fans like it. I find it 17 minutes 58 seconds a little bit too long. It's where they get a little bit self-indulgent, and it's something that I just find it very dull. Sorry, fans. And that's why it doesn't appear on the single CD version. Flip the disc. No, that ain't right. Put on the second disc, yes. Marbles 3 leads into The Damage, and The Damage almost sounds like a song from Queen, like from the Miracle period. I quite like it. I shouldn't like it, but it's a nice little pop song. Then Don't Hurt Yourself, throwaway track. I don't know. I don't really like that one. Then the big hit, You're Gone, which again they fused modern rhythms with an age-old problem that we've got now of people being in love but never being around to see each other, because hey, you've got to work 2 jobs, and everyone's got to be working just to afford a tin of beans these days, and that's kind of illustrated on You're Gone.
Then we have Angelina, which is another track that I'm not particularly fond of. It's not, I think sometimes they try and stretch themselves in a direction that they musically they can't quite pull off, and Angelina is one of those. I didn't like it. Drilling Holes, great fun, psychedelic, a bit Barrett, in its approach, and so I quite like that one. Again, this is where they try something different, and it works. Angelina, Drilling Holes, two sides of the same coin, and there you go. I've got to crack on because minutes are running out. I don't want the screen to go blank. So anyway, Marbles 4 rounds up the little sequence of 4 songs. Very nice, and this leads into the epic Neverland. 12 minutes, 10 seconds of emotional, heart-rending beauty. Oh, I love this song with all my soul. It's probably one of my favourite Marillion songs. I heard this at the convention back in 2003. First time I ever played it, and I was reduced to jelly, and I still am. I think it's amazing. I know it's hard to believe, but as somebody who has low self-esteem and who doesn't feel particularly validated in his life, I would like to be someone would like to be, and that running through it, and the fact that I'm full of love for my wife and my children and my family. I'm one of those emotional kind of guys. You probably know that if you watched any of my videos recently, and this kind of it kind of chimes with me, and the end bit, and I just get swept away with it. It's a fine track, and it's a fine end to a fine album. In terms of a rating, I'm going to give this, it gets a 5 out of 5 for me. Okay, there are a couple of tracks I don't like, but you get a big meal. It's a big old meal. You can send those dishes back that you don't like. So anyway, my name's been Darren Locke. You've been watching me blabber on about Marbles, the deluxe Doodad edition from 2004. Thanks for watching. Been a patient audience. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. We'll be choosing some more Marillion in the next few videos. Only one more thing to say. You know what I'm going to do, don't you? You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, Prog on! I did it in my 12 minutes. Pretty pleased with that. Ta-ta!